everybody! It's time for a bit of Final Fantasy XIV. Now, we already had the poll, and that ended up with a three-way tie, so I'm making the executive decision of pugilist. But I figure for the first people here, we can at least figure out what class we're gonna be. Or what race, I mean. So we can either be humans, elves, halflings, I guess, if you want to call them that, Thundercats, or the Rock. Yes, I do want to punch bitches, actually. Be the little thing. Tiny monk fists of fury. That would actually be pretty funny. Lalafell. Be tiny and punch knees. Poke of doom. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's really too much of a difference here. So we'll go with the one that has higher dex. Sure, why not? Let's make this as tiny as can possibly be. How's it going, demonic? Fuck! We're also gonna make him as pale as can humanly be possible. Egg for the leg benders! Can we random how little Doom will look? Sadly, there is no random, I don't think. But let's see here. What type of hairstyle we want to give him? We could give him the Android 18. Zim's Poke of Doom. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I know. This basically was because somebody else had already, like, done it. Like, somebody else had made me want to play one. Nah, not that. Do as much hair as possible. We're gonna make Tiny Josuke? We're gonna make Tiny Josuke! We might just go Tiny Josuke. Because that's about the most hair that I can get, and it's funny. That is not even highlights, that's just entirely doing the top of the head white. Alright, face. Yes. Give him a diamond stand. Is there even a difference? I mean, there's a very slight difference. Actually, go back to the face real quick. Yeah, we'll go more with that one. Eye shape. Sure. Large works. Whatever works. Eyebrows. The hair is fantastic. We're straight up making Josuke. Little tiny Josuke. Alright, mouth. Gotta be type 3. You can't really give him any clothes to begin with because it's all based on what, like, armor you end up getting. And it's going pretty good. How's it going for you, Time? Welcome to the stream. Lip color. Yeah, that's fine. Can barely see it anyway. Ear shape. Go there, sure. Crap baskets? Oh, for the clothing? Don't worry, it won't be that bad. That is the silliest looking thing. Okay. Winter storms, yay! That was a really weird tattoo. Next, face paint. Nah, he didn't need any face paint. He's Josuke. Okay. Nope. The mustache is necessary. Come on. How's it going, Bushido? You know what, just type 4, sure. Nah, actually. Are your music videos doing great? Nice. What the fuck? Yeah, that'll work. Confirm! And I don't think any of this particularly matters. So there's nothing more terrifying than a high-pitched midget. Alright, let's see here. God of Knowledge, no. Goddess of Fate, no. Watcher of the Seas and Navigation, no. God of Travelers and Vagrants, no. God of the Arts, no. God of Destruction! Maybe. Toad's the best option. Okay. Yeah, we'll take God of Destruction, sure. We're gonna be a pugilist. Yes, yes there is. Hi, cat. No, we're not selecting there. We are selecting Exodus! Alright. Yeah, the Breaker of Worlds is appropriate. What the hell should we name this little tiny bastard Josuke? Definitely none of this. So I actually now have the base game because a buddy of mine apparently had an extra key that he just was like, here. But the trial accounts basically work like you can play up for free to level 35. And you just can't group. Zoppo was my favorite Mox, brother. Yeah. You like can't do certain group things, but you can play for free every job up to 35. Which is pretty fucking ridiculous, actually. Oh, let's see here. What should we actually call it? Because mini-virus is meh. Yeah, by 35 you should definitely know if you like the game, considering that's like about halfway to max level of the newest expansion. It's gotta be one... I might be able to do that. We'll call him Joe Doom. Yeah, 35 is when you can get a subclass. It's either 30 or 35, actually, I think. I think it may be 30. Which is even better because then you can get a feel for, like, the early levels of whatever job you wanted to go for. Joe Doom! Yeah. Oh, the Marauder? Yeah! Yeah! Fucking Marauders! Yeah, pretty much. And now we're going to get the weirdest opening. Nice, Bushido. Nice. You were gonna tank, but Jane got you back to WoW. Whoa! We're floating in space! There is no ground! And now we're supposed to hear. Josuke looks like, what you doing, man? I don't want to feel. I want to go back home and eat. Stupid disembodied voice. Ah, fine. I guess I gotta walk over here and teach you a lesson. Whoa! An enemy stand user has appeared. Oh no. That is a lot of Inquisitors. Hoorah! Yep. Come on. Ah, we don't get to see the order. We must not be stand users. We can't actually see him fight. Come on, game. Hey! Hey, you! Eh? What? Oh yeah, I was sleeping. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. I don't know why he's Irish all of a sudden. Feeling the effects of the aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. As Jotaro in the dance where men in tights with Kriegs. What? You there, halt! I don't wanna. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. Only a stand can defeat a stand. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. So look, Somnus! Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Whoa! Amalia! Amalia! To arms! To arms! Yep, we're getting attacked by some stuff. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you! Also, why is it a blimp carriage? Is that the only way that the chocobos can, like, lift and carry the thing? Centaurs! That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt right off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Ah, they're beastmen, it's close enough. Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Just don't choke the giant chickens. Brent's the name and peddling's me trade. And it shouldn't be a blimp because then we should just be able to fly there. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Yeah, what of it? I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? That's no good. I will become a powerful stand user. To gain power! Now my mouth will move as I say absolutely nothing. Power? As in, power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Aye, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of chances to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. It screams glory! When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Uldah's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Space dandy here. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead. That's a fact. Yes, protecting the weak, of course. By and by, is this your first trip to Uldah? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. 'Cause it's a fucking confusing place! It's ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the lizard men, that's the Amalia, couldn't care less about Uldan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need, breed, and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, looks like we've arrived, at long last. Behold Uldah, Jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. So much for a long trip. That was like maybe a 2-minute conversation, old man. We've a long ways to go. Mind keeping me company? That was like 2 minutes, man. Calm down.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert.
She rises.
A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance.
Okay.
Her name.
Ulda. Ulda.
Even with the coming of the Seventh Umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of
Wealth is meaningless. Inflation is out of control. Send help.
and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul.
We really need regulatory commission here.
One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity.
It's obviously the merchant they're talking about, and not us. And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on the high road for me. It costs 1 billion grains of sand. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. I will levitate it to me with my stando! And I don't make change. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. You're a strange man. My stand shall not destroy you today.
Nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
By fire are we reborn! Now we're a phoenix, apparently! Ha 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 ha! March! Gotta march to the city! It's gonna take forever! Fuck! Cool! Yes, that is in fact the name of the game we're playing. A tiny, adorable phoenix who will beat the ever-loving hell out of anyone who makes fun of his glorious hair. Alright. Oh, we should have! Fuck! You're right. Oh well, pugilist won, so it didn't really matter. Boy, Venture! Over here! Hi, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Name's Wymond, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once like. You seem completely trustworthy and not going to screw me over in the slightest. Shining beacon of prosperity. I'm gonna be using gamepad. Ba-ba-ba. No. Get rid of this, please. God, getting rid of all those notifications is going to be irritating. I really will be punching people in the knee. Just plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse. And I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Mamouti. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventuring, adventurer. Thank you, strange man. Ah! Stop bringing up notifications! Jeez! Dun, 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 dun. Well, first thing I need to do is move this stuff around, because I do not want any of this anywhere. There we go. Complete your duty! Heh, heh, heh. Okay. I am the littlest fighter. I will point at this not very textured book. Why, hello there! Who might you be? As I dance. I need to find enjoyment at my job. If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it pleases you. And what if it didn't please us? Would we own this establishment? This pleases me. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. I can't see over the counter! Help me! And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. That's not an amount of years. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. They are a people that exist. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering fear of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. God! So much was lost in the blink of an eye, 'twas like the end of the world had come at last. Yep, cat girls. Oh, Dragon's Crown. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. Yeah, I really can't understand or comprehend this. There's one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame of our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the Calamity itself. I hate when people look down at me. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? No! I don't care! It's bloody infuriating! But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light, because we needed to tie into Final Fantasy I. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. AKA, we will admit to a universe reset, but we don't talk about why we did it. You know what else is infuriating? Talking to me without letting me see your face! All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave it in a better state. It'll be better because I fixed it. In my version of what's better. Counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spinning and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand, too. Took 77 minutes to do the full update and install for DDO. Jesus. Anyway, let's make this official. Write your name in the register, neat as you can. No, I do not want to join a free company, damn it. Afraid you strain your neck, apparently. Joe Doom! Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. It really does. Alright, Mr. Doom, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful! 12 is my witness, I swear to you, I'll bring you your money! In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Yes. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No! Please, mercy! Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. The debt collector is a lalafell. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the woman folk from time to time. So you're a gossip. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Joe. Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you a little bit about our fair city. Too bad you just can't kick your problems away. Nah. Alright. No! Stop it! Alright. Has a little bit too much kender. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. They're not kender. They are actual halflings. Don't worry. It's fine. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for the Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damned sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Joe? If not, just lay a hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. Only Mog or get the fuck out. I am Mog. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Joe. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Just put your lips together and blow! Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Ciceroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. Are there any stools for me? Because I could sure use one! While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power, but many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after the gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get and opportunities will come your way. Massive platform shoes. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. That's about it for me. Let me know when you've finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gil to your name. Covered in rhinestones. This pleases me. Going to have Mog tonight. He looks all shook up. Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got something that's going to be useful for getting us a little bit more XP. Assuming this thing ever loads and I can get to Moogle Mail. Yeah, I don't care about the fate system. Don't care about that because I already know about it. Just leave me alone, notifications! Leave me alone! So first and foremost, suddenly nighttime. Whee! Attuned to the Aetherite Shard. It does. Cool. I got the Aethernet. Leave me alone about it! Gotta sprint! Yay! Standard notification. Bling! 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 That's spread eagle leap, though. Alright. So we got all that. I'll have to get over here to get to the other stuff. Okay. Give me your quest, Wymond! So how you taking to Ul'dah, Joe? Make any new friends in high places yet? Ha! Well, when you have the Sultan in his ears one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wymond. He has some Leisure Suit Larry swag. I liked it back in the day, too. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Hoseus at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble if you only your work in the city was this easy, eh? If only, if only. Bunch of people I can't do nothing with! Where was a Mog station? I just realized I need to go back. Hang on. That's where the mail is. Okay. Is that a short person joke? Do you have some type of sick joy in making fun of me? Delivery Moogle! Give me my mail! Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why would they ever agree to carry about levers? Why, indeed, if I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor, wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other. Beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of. That is until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promise to try and not read any along the way. 3 new letters! Gimme! Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Equip! Did it really not? Oh well. Character! No, I didn't get it. Weird. There we go. Equip the Moogle hat. And how do I put it? There it is. Never gonna see the headgear. Forest furry. Rainbow pom-poms and all. Nothing will cover up the glorious hair. For it is glorious, and it will always be glorious. Alright, time to attune to the crystal that is at least like 5 times bigger than me. Yeah! Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Huh? Who asked me questions? Excellent! Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That'll be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Ah ha ha ha! Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain! These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perhaps you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. How the hell do you see anything? Is that holes in your armor? What is that? Given that there's an aetheryte in almost every corner of Eorzea, my adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will just seek out to attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultan's border, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetheryte you encounter from now on. Stop talking! I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transformation, I should be happy to answer your questions. At least we see eye to eye now. And always. Okay. And away we go. Would you like me to repeat that? No! Except, tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours? Well, you're in luck! The pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. Hey, how's it going, Darkman? Welcome to the stream. But the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend? Care to help a merchant down on his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming central Thanalin. I didn't know that you had 5 wives, Saverick. Or 5 girlfriends. Go punch some vermin. Yes, the Pugilist Guild! Snapping shrew. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when barehanded fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armored gladiators and effortlessly bested the lot of them. I voted for Arcanist. Arcanist is fun. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a center of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that the Pugilist Guild owes its existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one in which she built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but gods, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit! Which we turn into blood gold. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. Sure. Yeah, I'm playing the online Final Fantasy. Yes, I'm ready to present myself to the Guildmaster. He's among the greatest pugilists of our time. For long years, the man ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favor of training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. You have business here? Yes, I do. A missive from Wymond. Alright, then let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Hamon! I do appreciate that we're learning from Hamon. And probably only time, and anyone else who's watched JoJo will understand this. Past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? What? You're not my errand boy! There's no dancer, there never was! I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods! What? You're here to enroll? Oh, well, why didn't you say so sooner and prevent me from this massive embarrassment? In my capacity as guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While those don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive force, we more than make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. That was a weird spasm. Don't swear to the gods, swear to me! Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist realize his potential. Yah! He seems to be spazzing a little bit. Ugh. Crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, son. It'd give me a chance to catch my breath, but where was I? Alright, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Do you believe that you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Yeah, I can go the distance. Does this look like the hair of a man who cannot go the distance? Yes, you have the fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, son. He was definitely having a seizure. I am the best fighter. I want you to test your fledgling skills against the vermin of Thanalin. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets, and 3 shrews. Return here when the deed is done. Alright, what about you? What do you want? I saw you looking at me. You got something to say? Huh? No? Well, I do. You know Diddlada? Short, broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah, that bleeding horsin'. Tell him to pay up or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like as not, so you go and tell him! This seems extremely arbitrary! That's okay. In Gridania, everybody literally wants you to go and beat up squirrels and ladybugs. I wish I was kidding. Your first quest is legitimately to go and beat up squirrels and ladybugs. Active punch. Aether's Gagoon. Alright, I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear it, but no more beatings, I beg of you! Look, I haven't got the gil on him, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. It was me dear departed mom's wedding ring. Gods rest her soul, but she'll understand. Show it to Mamane over at the Eorzea and you'll get your coin. Yeah, you have to threaten someone as a side quest. Isn't it grand? Okay. This is true. But most of those rats are giant rats. We're talking actual, like, squirrels. And maybe kinda giant ladybugs, but mostly normal. Thank you for your dead mother's jewelry. This pleases me. Damatage. I am Erasmus of the Order of Naldal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalin. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. You better name me in full credit! I don't know why suddenly I am Brooklyn. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalin by way of the Gate of the Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little critters when threatened. I'll call it marmot blood for dummies. 'Cause you're the dummy writing it. What brings you to Azenith Osue? Take this ring. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Delilada? Very well. It is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken, and doubly so when the item in question is a fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Also, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstances, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Hey, you! Person who gave me that, the fake ring. I'm gonna have to go and beat your face in for giving me this fake ring. Hito! How can the ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-silk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only I'd had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bobanima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum interest wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Ridiculous, eh? Yeah, it sounds like fun. I'll go beat his face in. Hi, I'm Bobanima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers! Well, if you're hell's-bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Franz the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. I've got a long night ahead of me and standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you've finished, go and tell Woken at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Got it! So I'm pretty sure I just have to go in, yeah? Yeah, I just gotta go in. Okay. Do it! Maybe not. The Steps of Thal. Oh, God! Suddenly, more quests! Be consumed! Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence! And now look at how my gil is scattered across the ground! Pick it up right this instant! Are you serious? How the hell did you even get it that far? Lady? Nope, come on. Yeah! But thou must! For the sweet XPs and loots. Which is funny because she's paying me to pick up her money. This pleases Joe. My gil now, and there better not be missing. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence! And yet she gives me money. Take the money and run! Alright. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum! Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself. The Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I have yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Okay. Ladybugs! Carried your ass in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I've a deed what needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made him as ornery as an aurochs nut. Aurochs in a rut. Sorry. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the treat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, or don't you? Yeah, they just fucking swarm you with quests in this game. It's basically just like, oh, you got into town? just get fucking buried in shit to do. I mean, you're not really wrong. It is very Kingdom Hearts-esque in a way. Yeah, not really. Yup, and Babanema? Well, ain't that charitable of you? Friends has gotten pretty popular. Leighton and his friends keep stealing these flies and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you've met Bobanema's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we need your help. And we appreciate your help. Pugilist forms! Huh. Greased lightning? What? Weapon skills will either change your form upon execution or require you to be in a certain form to execute. Okay. Raptor, Coil, and Oppo Oppo. Okay. Good to note. It does make even more sense now. It's brilliant! Alright. Need to go down over there to the friggin' Goldsmiths Guild. Grease is the word that you heard. It's got mood. It's got feeling. Perfect. The Goldsmiths Guild. Order slip. Zazariku's circlet. Just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Zazariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work and we're still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Haft at the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. I am the official errand boy of this damn town. This displeases Joe on multiple levels. Also, why are the two Aethernet things so close to each other? That makes so little sense. Your town form really bothers me. Those of a man in love. Wrought with worry and doubt, he appears to be waiting for someone who has yet to arrive. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's all right. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if were she to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weavers Guild. She always enjoys watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. Oh, so you're sending the most dapper of gentlemen to go find your lady. That makes sense. Only kinda not. You don't make much sense there, guy. Alright, time to deal with this mining guild. Crooked Haft! I've a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hills, man, they don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamn garnets he can afford. If he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Alright. Quest complete! Time to sprint. I do gotta go order up in here pretty soon. Assuming I can ever get to anywhere that'll let me order. I know you will. I know we will eventually. It's just so silly. We must make you learn this town that is gigantic. The Weavers Guild. You, what do you want? Something in a cream? Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless, absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on a color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the Hustings Strip. And when you're finished, please call on Lucia at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Bargat be good, just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? I can't let Bittersnow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or no, perhaps the blue... Huh? Bittersnow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. Just gonna sit there and keep... Okay, cool. This does not bother Joe. Joe does not care. If it is work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held with all of Uldah's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the order came in and that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to Cinderfoot is demanding the finest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come, let us see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. Yeah, I'll welcome. Whee! That's a weird welcome motion. Actually, that's fitting for Josuke. Excellent, I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off, we need those people. Okay, I apparently just need to welcome a bunch of people. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Hey, / welcome. What? The Weavers are recruiting? Finally, my chance to become a famous designer! Work at the Weavers Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? I love how they just go back to standing there and not actually run off. They're like, oh, they're hiring? That's nice. Boop. Hey? I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Do-do-do. So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend, I'm all set for coin. A lurking leech, you say? Weaving work? Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody god and on duty, no less. Move along now. What is this right here that it claims that I have to do? Well, all colors have their merits, of course, but I'd be pressed to, if pressed, I'd have to say red. Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing, so long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Oh my. Well, that's one way of thinking of it, I suppose. Ha 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 ha! Hey, now, jump over. Jump over! There we go. You returned? Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits, you say? Welcome news! I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem like her same all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. In that, I suppose our trade is not like any other. Not unlike any other. I am on Exodus! Welcome to the stream, Durkin! Exodus on the primal database. Hopefully the evening is treating you well, Durkin. No! Why no? What happened, Durkin? What happened? Oh, I have so many servers that I'm going to have to be a part of. Because I've got so many people who are just like, I play on this server. I'm already established on this server. Fuck! And you are? Ho? A newly come adventurer? But of course! Yes, I am Ciceroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee... What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Yep, and then Joe Doom punches him! Yeah, I know it's murder. It is murder. I primarily, like, the main reason why I make characters on alts is to specifically play with certain people on that server. Not like hardcore try to go into it. Because I've played this game back when it came out on PS3. It is not an alt-friendly game. Oh, Mistress Momedy instructed you to seek me out, did she? Huh. Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief and you shall be attentive. Hey, don't tell Joe how to be. Joe B's how he wants to be. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilebrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is involved. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momedy. Now off with you. Okay. I need to attune there, I think, because I don't think I did yet. Attuning! Woo! Alright. There's a quest down here that I can't accept yet. I already got that. Ah, I need to go to the Hustings Strip. Cool! Man, they really like making me run around this place. This displeases Joe. Nope. Joe's not going the right way. Okay. The Gold Court. No, this isn't what I want. Oh, I see. I need to go upstairs. Vox Populi. At least I think I need to go upstairs. Yeah, there's the stairs. So how's the evening treating everyone anyway? Have you been enjoying Gleaner Heights, Clay? Because it looks fucking rad. And from what you've said so far, what colors in fashion? Why, all of them! Best color for a dress? Well, you know what they say, once you go black, you never go back. Yellow, what fairer color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow moon, oh yellow moon, my heart pines for you. Well, that's actually really impressive that he's fixing things like daily. It's also really nice that he's fixing things basically daily. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our olden ladies. Surely it is the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun. Ah! Yeah, I would believe that. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. Well, you're complicated, aren't you? Joe's getting upset! Okay. Red, ever and always. This is Uldar, my dear boy, where the sun beats on your back with fiery fists and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving and everywhere at once. We Uldans live for our passions and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. What the hell? Oh. Oh, that's real unfortunate. Yay! We've attuned to everything, so now we have all the access. Okay, yeah, thank you. Get more quests. Do more things. Alchemists! Huh? Yes, at last my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane, to a man there named Landabart. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landabart to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it is truly effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancements of the alchemical arts, and mankind at large. You're here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you? Or are you not? Yes, Etherwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be, then? It sounds as though you have 2 votes for red, 1 vote each for green, yellow, white, and black, 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for just such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Uldar has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd say that! Alright, so where do we need to go for Landibar? The Avenue Exchange, okay. Sapphire Avenue Exchange! Look at all those fucking options! Alright, Landibar. Landibar! Landibert. Medicine for the sick? Ha! We're not fools, boy. We know full well what that bastard Elwyn is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us, beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we've got to choose between this bastard's swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? No, I suppose not. You come here by choice, and few are still bearing medicine. Your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This face is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. You mean this place literally right here? Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? Permit me to examine this vase of yours. No. He's talking about Gleaner Heights. We were talking about another basically like Stardew Valley game. slash Harvest Moon. But with really freaky shit, and it looks awesome. I hope it did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Yes, I hope this as well. Where are we? Jesus. Adventurers Guild. Harvest Moon mixed with the Twin Peaks. There. I am on a stool. You may now address... Hey! How dare you kick me off my stool? How was your tour of the city, Joe? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldar's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Yes, fine. Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Yes, thank you. Thank you, strange person. Now I am level 3, and now I need to go outside. Because I can't actually accept any of these quests. I guess we'll just go straight outside to Central Thanalan. I was on the stool! How dare you! Central Thanalan. It's time to go punch some shrews, man! Yes, battle. I would like to battle now. Some marmots! Punch! Ha 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 ha! Why is it called boot shine? Just keep punching! Punch all the hornets! Punch! Probably not a good day to play outside. Ha! Punch! Punch all the hornets! Punch them all! Yeah! Punch, 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 punch! Well, that's all the hornets we needed. Now I still need to kill a few star marmots. And then I need to find some snapping shrews. I will punch all the marmots. Because I need their blood. All of the marmot blood. Blood for the blood god. Okay, so it's all over there. Got it. What is this? Cowardly challenger? What fate is this? I merely came unprepared. Didn't think that when I left my bed this morning that some slighted scold with a pace-sized chip on her shoulder might challenge me to a bloody duel, but I wasn't about to refuse her, not with everyone watching and my reputation on the line. If I ain't one thing, it's craven. But here I am, bloodied and bruised, while that hell's cat sits over there smirking. What she did ain't proper, and I plan on learning her a lesson, just this time with a wee bit of help. What say you? No. I'm not quite leveled enough to help you out. I need to at least hit level 4, man. That's when I get my next skill. Right now, all I can do is just punch. I can shine the boots. Nope, stop. I ain't gonna shine boots, man. At least not versus your problem. I just need the aura everything up. Yeah! Bunch! Bunch faster, man! Ha! Ha 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 ha! The way of the pugilist. Alright, cool. Still need to punch some more shrews. Ora, ora. Only one more shrew to punch. Chain bonus. Nice. Alright. Oh, it was in Western Thanalan. Dang, I went to the wrong side. Oh well. Ah, bow, bow. We're gonna go out to Western and just beat up the ladybugs before we turn everything in. That should hopefully get us to level 5, which means that we should be able to actually get our next pugilist quest. Should have gone west. Western Thanalan. I see loads of things out here. Yep, little ladybugs. Little ladybugs need punching. Ora! Oh hey, I hit level 4. How convenient. And I got True Strike. Also convenient. This needs to be edited though, because I do not like it over there. Also I need to figure out what in the hell True Strike does. Attack with a potency of 140, 180 when executed from a target's rear, can only be executed when in raptor form. Changes form to coral. Coral! Bunch! Bunch. There'll be lots of stance changing. Lots of stance changing, I tell you. Bunch! Alright, now we can go back in. Where I've slain the mighty ladybugs. And everything is good. Beat red beetles, beat red. Okay. Loads to turn in right here. That's good. Back already, are you? Come, let us see what you brought. Shrew pelts! These are fine shrew pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. I fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this. You've more than earned it. I'll take that. Armory chest. Oh, I can't even equip it yet. Ah! Because I'm not level 5. Wop wop. Come on! You want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. Get out there, Joe, and let your fist fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own, eh? Alright, it's available at level 5, but now I have the hunting log, which helps a fucking ridiculous amount with XP. And there's a whole bunch of new quests in there that I'm gonna have to grab, so I may as well. Dan, dan, dan. Gladiators Guild and the Thaumaturges Guild. Doo-doo. Do do do. Whee! It's pretty terrible so far. I told you it was interesting. Pray let me catch my breath. Went all the way to the Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized that I've returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I can't. I simply can't. Would you make the trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath left to tell you the way. Go and see Mimishu. I could do with a wake-up call. You could come for a ride. Huh? Where am I? Who are you? And more importantly, where'd she go? Ah, bugger, did me shift start already? The hell's with it, I'm bleeding exhausted anyway. Mind taking this to Gigi Nasu at the dispatch yard outside the city? They'll probably give you something for the trouble. Dun, 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 dun. It's a very old game, Saverick. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhaps it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanlin, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanlin. Just head out the doors across the hall and you'll see the Gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack you if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think DDO is like, what, 11 or 12 years old at this point? It came out a long-ass time ago. I can't even remember when now. The blood, have you brought it? Yes, yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breasts of Thanlin. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now and may the traders smile upon you. Bam, bam, bam. Joe is pleased that you are pleased with the blood Joe has brought for you. Joe enjoyed bringing pain and suffering. Scorpion Crossing? The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak with Oswell when you arrive. Yeah, not going that way. Need to go to the Gladiators Guild. Bam-ba-da-na-na. I'm looking for free games, damn it! So that's a... I think we already determined that WildStar wasn't particularly your cup of tea. Otherwise, I'd recommend that, because I really enjoyed WildStar. You could always do the trial of FF14. As we've said, it's basically free up until, like, 35. There's just some minor limitations. Ah, there we go. Back in one piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handle yourself well enough, I'll give you that. Anyhow, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Uldah's finest pillar house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. I mean, at this point, probably, because I don't think you particularly care for the, like, style that MMOs have. Which is sad, because that's mostly what all the free games are. You could try, if you're looking for just hack and slash stuff, you could try Warframe. It's a little bit grindy, but it's basically action-y. Non-stop action! Wing! Swing! Sparkle, sparkle. Screw it. Punch! You've got what loaded now? Warframe? Punch! Warframe or FF14? Ah, nice. You should definitely give it a whirl. It's an interesting game. Destroy the mermaids! Punch! Punch all the marmots! Haha! And get a bunch. Punchy punch. Alright, that's that one down. Cool beans. Oh, bam, new. Yeah, that's pretty much the deal with most MMOs for a lot of people. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect, hmm? I'm Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 no, there have been plenty of both these the last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldons work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Uldar to a grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supplies remain, and there are places yet wanting relief and restoration. Uldar needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Cool beans. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and featherbeds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. If it isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. What the fuck? You're just gonna casually bring up that you want to kill yourself? That's nice. Anyone seen Kekazani since last night? Anyone? Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. Got it from Kekazani, you say? Or that useless drunk? I'll wager he was out all night again, chasing after skirts. That's it. The next time he misses his shift, I'm tying him to the tracks. Or you could, you know, just fire him. That's always an option. Sprint! Sprint, man! Sprint! Dun, dun, dun. Halt! So I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist? I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor of giving me a pretzel. I'm gonna beat the heck out of this shrew. Yeah, but I could swear that for the most part, you just haven't ever really been, like, a big multiplayer person if memory serves. I could be wrong. I swore I heard you say that in one of your streams, Thyme. I must beat up all the snapping shrews. You need a good FPS? Like a free FPS, or just a good FPS in general? Also, what kind of FPS? Are you looking for, like, a story-driven, or just bang-bang shooty bits? I don't want to be forced into this. Gate of Dal. Me personally, I have never played those. I always meant to, but I just never got around to it. Freezing nights, this post will be the end of me. Twilight pretzel, don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzels! I feel reborn! Think you're enjoying those pretzels maybe a little bit too much. Let's go back in and go get my new quest. Actually, no, let's finish up out here because I'm sure they're gonna send me back out again. Alright, I need to keep the Moogle cap equipped. Yeah, I had heard that it was a pretty good one. I just never got around to trying them. Woo! Joe is running. That's fair. Western front clear, eastern front clear. For me? From Papa Shun? A Twilight pretzel? My favorite! How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach, now can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach. For fighting! Ha 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 ha! He's got that type of stance that, like... Need to find something you can... or to stream that you enjoy. I take it you don't really like New Vegas? Because, I mean, you could stream New Vegas. It's both shooter and RPG. Curse your chocobo. You've returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels. I see. Tell me, how fare our Sultan's sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Ding! Joe, I have just this moment. No, no, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. The hell is the lightning gauge? Oh, okay. Cool! Uh-oh. Well, that's the good thing about New Vegas, is that you don't really have to read. 'Cause New Vegas talks. At least I'm pretty sure it's all voice acted. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Joe. It must not. I need you to help me find her. I guess I'll help you. Give me one of them pretzels. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thonolin is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lidra. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck! Alright, what does that even do exactly? Not the character, or not the armory. Snap Punch! Can only be executed when in coral form. Changes form to Oppo Oppo. Grants Greased Lightning. Increases damage dealt by 10% and reduces weapon skill cast time and recast time. Spell cast time and recast time and auto attack delay by 5%. Neat. Okay. Yeah, that's over there, so we'll go back in and get our pugilist quest real quick. So we can get that out of the way, and probably pick up like 5 billion other quests. It's me, Joe! Dun, 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 tsh, dun, tsh, dun, dun, tsh, dun, tsh, dun, dun. Okay. Gotta go to the, oh, it's not one for the Pugilist Guild. Must be that one. Okay. Yep, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Come on! You've been training hard, Joe. Aye, I can tell by the lightness of your steps and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're ready for your next lesson. But before we begin, some warming up's in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Uldar. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. Now that's my money lying out there, so I want you to go about it like there's an Amalja warband on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can't go on sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while after each burst of speed. This may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. As a pugilist, it's essential that you learn to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to get worn out. And when that happens, the fight's as good as over, and you'd be sorry if you had bet on yourself. Oh god. Quick, fetch my money! I'll pick up that last one. Actually, I guess I'll pick it up now. Where's your gil, old man? Is it actually in here? No? Hmm. No. Seriously, where did you drop it, old man? Ow. Silly stuff's in the friggin' wall. Alright. Time to run around the city and pick up this old man's money. Such a weird quest. Like, all the times that they're like, go pick up my money, I'm always like, do I have the option of just running away with his money? No? I guess in this game I'm always a nice person. Okay. Faded Gil coins! Okay. That's a 1. Where are we at? Faded Gale coins. Where are you? There you are. This guy loses his money in really weird places. I think we might need to be concerned that he has dementia. Alright. Let's take this one to the Adventurers Guild. Pew! Running, running, running. Any gil in here? There we go, some faded gil coins. Do 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 do. Nothing over there. Aha! Near the dancing cat people. That one actually makes sense. He threw his money on stage. Okay. Dun 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 dun. There we go. That's my money line out there, son. Better go pick it up fast. Eh? 500 gil, crikey, this is good for a week's worth of... I mean, well done, Joe. Now that you're all warmed up, we can see to your lesson. A trial, to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in Western Thanolin. There you'll find 4 large stones, the Trial Stones, they're called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot-shine combo. This will the impact will arouse the earth sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. If you find yourself hard-pressed, there's no shame in running away. You're still learning the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. And remember this, strikes bring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, Joe, and good luck! Okay. I guess currently... Yeah, I guess we'll just go west. Go and complete this quest! And the other quests in that area. Somebody has a wind-up Kefka? What? That's terrifying. That's great. Absolutely brilliant. But, let's see. As far as free-to-play shooters, Saverick, you could, in theory, try Fortnite Battle Royale. It's third person, but it's basically PUBG. It's just a bit more cartoony. PUBG. Oh shit, a cactuar. Oh wait, I should wait until I go turn this in because I get the feeling that they're gonna have me killing some cactuar. Cactuar! The hell? It's gone, I just know it. Gods, as if I didn't have enough problems already. You took the wrong package, Boatlift, you bloody oaf. The Horizon package! You're a 12th cent! You spared me quite a headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Yeah, that'd be awful. You've time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful to help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states that 3 crates bound for the East Aldenon Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesta Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. Yay! No, 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 this can't be happening. There's no time to send for more, and no. You there! Please, you must help me. Go and kill as many cactuars as you must to gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the little green bastards to extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of God, hurry, man! Where the heart is. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All the quality land so desperately covered is to be auctioned off to bidders regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine the entire area could end up being owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, sir. It isn't like I dislike adventurers, but far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, at least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking Uldans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you, about the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Robin's approval of that much, I'm sure. You there, yes you! You're an adventurer, are you not? You travel about Eorzea, slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I've need of help! I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an ilm. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs! Bugs I cannot do. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damned thing. Alright, Slugger. Queer! Queer! Hey! How's it going there, Neo? What? Unkabiris. Speak with Slugger. Queer! Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure as sunup it was a parasite ladybug. Must have latched itself on somewhere along the road. But how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this all behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Alright. Where are your packages? Would have been here earlier, but I needed 1 liter of Code Red. I needed a liter of cola. Yeah, I said I need a liter of cola. You got a liter of cola? I don't want your sass, boy. I just want a liter of cola. I'll give the game this. They're clever in where they hide things sometimes. It's been a while. Been a while since you had a liter of cola. Okay. Not there. Where else? Oh, it's right there. Literally right there. Laziness! There you are, Oswell. Yes, I found your crates. Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming, day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. That's fair. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking, there's no end to it. I'm tired, so very tired. All's well that ends well. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kikipu at the Silver Bazaar. I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time, and I doubt these weary legs would carry me there even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammerbeak tail feathers? Gods know that you can find the beast around here easy enough. Kickapoo's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, so far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd just like to make sure she's well is all. Kickapoo! Okay, so where is it you want me to go? Oh, you just want me to go search over there, and then there's that thing way the hell over there. Cool. I need to slay some hammerbeaks. And some cactuars. Cactuars! I will punch you, cactuar. Punch! You're trying to act like regular cactuses, but you can't fool me. You can't fool Josuke. Joe Doom. Punch! Snap punch! Super snap punch! Punch! Haha! Sweet! White Tyson. Apparently. You saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to give my cargo a check on the way to Ul'dah. Saw that all my bottles of Rads at Hand skin tonic were as empty as a Garlean promised. Looks as though the lid shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out, but I refuse to have it said that Guntram failed to make good on the delivery. Cactuar blood is supposed to help keep the skin supple. I'll just use what you've brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Ul'dah ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Rads at Hand skin tonic is still a rare find, all the more so this far south. I'd venture none in Ul'dah would even know it from an ampule of their own piss. Jesus. It's harsh, but I guess fair. Alright, Hammerbeak. You and me, let's go! Hammer! The load spilled right out. This game has surprisingly a lot of, like, weird death and other nonsense being talked about a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure it's intentional, man. There is a lot of really weird phrasing in this game. Punch! Snap punch! Punch! It's called a hammerbeak. It's like a weird dinosaur bird thing. I don't even know what to, like, refer to it as. It's just a thing. Punch! Woo! Punch the trial stone! Defeat the Earth Sprite! Your brain really wanted carbonation. It will be called Larry. Yes. Punch! Well, Larry's shift just started. Larry Schiff just started at the plant. Punch! Woocha! Silly axe beaks. Go, Grease Lightning! True Strike. Just keep hammering away at the hammer beak. Nicey. Gotta punch this trial stone a bit. If he can be identified with a name, he can work like the rest of us. This is true enough. Well, that Earth Sprite is dead. Where's the last trial? Trial stone, you are needing to be found now. Please? Please? Running! How's it going, bro, Seth? How you doing? Having a good day? Having a good time? No! Ah! No! This is most definitely not Castlevania K. Although, I mean, there are technically bats and, like, undead things. I'm sure there's a vampire somewhere. Gotta find the trial stone. You making fun of my alliteration? Joe Doom gonna punch you in the face, make you regret ever working there. You know what I mean? Capiche? Oh yeah, I gotta go way the hell out there if I want to turn that in. Fuck that noise, I ain't going that far. Woo! Hey, you know, forget about it. Gotta run back to the city. Gotta run back to the city. Long ass run back to the city. Yeah. Only my little stubby legs would take me faster. Not for nothing, but I know some people. Wait a minute, what was this? Ah, damn it, I need to go to the goblet. Hang on. It's FF Online, yeah, FF14. New is kind of a relative term. It came out like 5 years ago, technically. Dead day. Dead day. So how you doing anyways, Kay? Having a good day? Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this eve. Aye, 'tis true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the goblet, a man-made oasis built atop a towering butte. Ah, but why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the goblet, speak with the recruit stationed just past the entrance. He will be happy to assist you. Go to specified ward. Oh shit. Is there really not a specific one anymore? Housing! Holy hell! That's a lot of money for a plot. Woo! Okay, journey to the goblet. Congratulations, you played yourself. Can I even visit any of these? Yeah, travel the first ward, sure. It looks different than when you played it. It could be the starting city that you had. What did you play? Like, do you remember what class you were? Also, this is the Realm Reborn version as opposed to classic FF14. Which classic FF14 came out like 8 years ago and was a mess. Oh look, a city district where you can buy housing if you've got an exorbitant amount of money. do 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 do. All right, talk to the flame recruit. Welcome to the goblet. Beg your pardon? An Ul'Dan woman asked you to learn more about the auctions. As you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Ul'Dan citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Alright, I guess I'm reporting back. That's a lot of shit. Okay. Woo! Time to go back and talk to them about how they can't buy their land. Ah! You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? That's just not fair. Nope, no it's not. Sorry, lady. Oh well. Cool. Level 7. Time to head back to the city and turn in these other things. Or I should say turn in the pugilist quest and then go to the Sultan tree. The Sultan tree. Gotta run through the city. Gotta run to the city. I guess I could return, but whatever. I might need that later, man. Like when I'm at the super far end. Stairs will not be the end of your doom. Okay. So you've given the earth sprites what for? Well done, Joe. By smiting stone and earth, you forged unyielding weapons of your fist. You're a nigh endless font of vigor, Joe. Aye, just like myself in my younger days. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course he's promising. He's training under Hamon Holy Fist. That's our Master Hammon. Joe, I don't believe I've introduced my assistant yet. This is Chituto. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I served as Master Hammon's right hand, though there's still much and more I have yet to learn. Together let us strive for mastery of our art. Chichuto joined the guild soon after I was made its master. She's my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other, to be sure, but let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Joe's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my gil from him? My gear is rather worn down and I do need money for repairs. Yes, Joe's future with us is bright indeed. If he keeps up his efforts, he may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's ripe, I'll have another lesson for you. Don't mind me. Dying, death, dying. Bonora! What we got? Leather eye patch. Nah. The custom shirt. Equip. Cool beans. Oh, I guess I could have done that. Oh well. Too late now. Onward to the teleporter. Do. Ethernet. The white or the right gate, the gate of Tal. Dun. And to the tree we go. Okay. Matter of fact, before we get going to the tree, I will be right back. I need some more water. riveting gameplay. I suppose I should have made him dance while I was gone. I'm sure Joe Doom's dance is absolutely fabulous, and he's the best dancer in all the land. Oh, Sultan Tree. Yeah, it's an instanced one. Go away! Jesus. Do it, please. Play! Play while it's gone. Do it!
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
You're just the right height for that long-legged witch.
Show yourself.
Eh?
As you command, O Lilira.
Okay. That mean you're just gonna completely disregard Joe Doom?
Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
Joe Doom is very upset that you would completely not pay any attention to him.
Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone.
Yep.
It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching.
They are
us.
watching. Always watching.
And I'd prefer not to join them. If it's all the same to you.
Warframe's control scheme is very fucking weird. Particularly if you're playing on keyboard and mouse at first. Like, I was like, what the fuck button do thing, what the fuck? And then yeah, it gets really, really easy. The biggest thing that I would probably say is that you're going to want to put, like, put it to, switch run. Not hold shift to run.
You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness.
Yeah.
You should return with us.
It's second-rate Cell.
Eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Oh boy.
Alas, the station master.
I love how disinterested he is in the fucking gargoyle. He's just like, oh great, it's a gargoyle.
Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
You talking to the gargoyle or me? Which one are you talking about? Nah, he's not really Titus because he actually has some interest in what's going on. We're fighting Blanca. Is that supposed to be Blanca? It's Blanca. When did Blanca learn how to fly? Punch. Smack. Smack. Yeah, I could see that. I still say that he looks more like, he looks more like Zell from FF8 to me, with that friggin' tattoo. It's just not quite all the way across his face. Lovely! It brought friends! Yeah, I'll take care of these. Punch! Punch! Smack! Stay close if you want me to heal you. I guess. You know, this fight is seeming a little bit weird for you there. He seems very, very interested in you and seems to pay me no mind. This kind of displeases Joe. How dare he not notice my fabulous hair? Alright, fine. I guess we gotta kill Lesser Blanca now. Why don't you hit me with your electricity, man? Gonna have to teach you a lesson. A lesson in Joe Doom. Punch! Just a little more! Snap punch! Alright, there we go. And instance complete. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it's dead. Huh, he's right. I don't know, he just looks like he would belong in Brooklyn. This crystal's mine now. I'm gonna sell it for a hefty price. One day. One day. Oh god! What's this magic bullshit? Whoa!
Here, feel.
I already do all of that. Okay, thanks. The hell? Why'd you guys gotta open a giant fiery portal in the sky again? This happens like every Tuesday in Brooklyn. It's not Armageddon, it's some other nonsense that constantly happens.
Crystal bearer.
Yeah, that's me. I picked up a crystal. What of it? Can't prove nothing. Elvis.
I am Heidelin, all made one.
You're also a giant friggin' crystal.
A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
Well, yeah, it hasn't had me in it yet.
And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the end of life. Punch people.
I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
What, you want me to stop punching people? I don't know about that.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to
So are those like your buddies, or are you just all the crystals? What's your deal, disembodied voice? Oh, you got a big ass one.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee.
Oh, so you're telling me that if I punch more things,
For the light liveth in thy heart.
if I punch more things, I'm gonna get super rich. I gotcha. The hell? How do I fly? Can I fly? Yeah, I can fly! Why are we flying around this crystal? Can I like fly into it and take away its sweet valuables? Nope, I guess
Go now
I just have to fly towards the light.
and shine thy light on all creation.
I'll shine my light, alright. I will demand tribute. I will be a god among men. Oh, that was a fucking trippy dream. Some giant crystal told me that I was the chosen one, that I was gonna get sweet loot.
Coming around now.
Yeah?
Would you mind telling me what that was?
What do you mean?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
That's a good question.
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits.
Hey.
Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream?
I know, right?
No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt.
Hey, what are you talking about? I can nap whenever I want. I'm a grown man. Not a fell thing. Besides, I got sweet crystal monies.
Of course. This changes.
Yeah, I know, right? You should totally give me money. Give me all your loot.
Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this.
Oh, so you're gonna go get the money from them to give to me.
I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
Uh-huh. Well, considering you're acting like a little child, that might not be too far.
Your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then,
It's Rico.
do try and stay awake.
How's it going, Zeus? This is Kingdom Hearts. Welcome back. Alright, time to go tell this guy that everything's fine, everything's cool. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Whoa! I wanna slash this dude's Achilles by now. I know, right? He's talking down to me so much. How dare he talk down to Joe Doom? Joe Doom does not like using anything as crude as a knife. Joe Doom will instead use his fists. Break the ankles. Break them kneecaps. Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you the cause to weep, Papashan, you and the people of Uldar. No. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg of you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papashan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in future. Bow. Waddly, 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 waddly. I cannot thank you enough, Joe. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. You got some pizza? I could go for some pizza. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder? I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his day investigating oddities in the aether. Rather fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Joe, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Yeah, whatever you say, man. It's whatever. Oh god, what do you need now? You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased for the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and prefer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawana mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations and she will yield it to you. They will pay for my protection on this, the day of my daughter's wedding. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Alliteration! Hey, Gagari! Gagari! Weren't you a crying hamster? If Cicador doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. They just really felt like doing a shit ton of alliteration for this quest, I feel. Hey, how's it going, Flame? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hi, hiya! Ha ha yaha! Thaddelan has never even been a barren, has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say that it takes no small amount of effort to make crops grow here. We've even introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by snipping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out the shrew population? The shrew hills would be the best place to start. The shrew hill, you say? Punch! Joe Doom will take care of this shrew problem. Joe Doom takes care of all shrew problems. Here, come on. Joe Doom has no time for your nonsense, shrew. You will pay, and you will die. This is the way of life. Punch! Dun 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 dun. Ow. Eh? Oh, it's that. Okay. Perfect. There you go. Hey, yeah. I wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. What do you need now? An idle adventurer is a sorry sight. I've no need of assistance at the moment, but perhaps someone at the coffer and coffin wants for a helping hand. Wawaroboru, the resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like Orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have a mind to give some fish to Warobaru, I can wholeheartedly recommend Fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough for him to experiment with. In other words, go slice some fucking fish. Are those Orobon? Those look like they might be Orobon. Maybe. Yeah, those are Orobon. That barely constitutes as a fish. Smack. Gotta get the grease lightning going. This is Final Fantasy XIV, Zeus. More specifically, Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Yeah. Punch! Yeah, they're pretty good. Then again, Final Fantasy is never one that's really been, like, lacking in the graphics department. Should've known that by the little people. Yeah! Yeah, they do tend to have a, little bit of a thing for that. Black brush. Just keep going. It's just a little further. Survivor rats. Gotta beat the shit out of some rats. Punch! Oh no, I got stunned! Punch! Would you hurry up and die, Shell Sweeper? Okay, thank you. Super Punch! There we go. Fate rewards! Cool, I got XP and stuff. And it's running off somewhere. The down? Is there a way down? No! These are actually just like a race and Moogles still exist. Moogles are still a thing. Nah. Fish futile. There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Audubon, of course! But wait! How did you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution you suggest is sensational. Sauté with salt, a squirt of sun lemon, so simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanalin. Were it not for your local largesse, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have brought some hither. Thank you. They're just creepy and weird. Eh. Only slightly. He needs shrew meat! The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I am no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I have set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Alas, I am not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. Sure. Assign to hotbar. Doop. Roger! Take the pumpkin, Roger. What's that? We said, oh, I asked you to bring this here to me? Ha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time our carriage drinks sodden arse back home. What else an honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations? I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. Hey, do not diss the hair. The hair is fantastic. You'll not disrespect Joe Doom. The lads here scoffed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. You know, laddie, if you're gonna stand around here with a thumb up your ass, I can give you something to do. Gonna watch the Borderlands playlist tonight? Which playlist? You talking about my ridiculously long one? That's an endeavor. Thanks to me unbelievably low prices, we've no shortage of customers here at the Coffer and Coffin, but by the same token, I can't afford to hire much help. We're chronically understaffed. What's more, there's lazy-ass types what refuse to come and order at the counter. It'll be a great help if you could attend these customers for me. Mark their orders on these here slips, then bring them there. Oh, and don't forget about old Elderfun's outside. Those balls I'm spent! Grilled dodo and a tankard of ale to wash it down. Gah, here I am again, spending what meager corn I got at the coffin. It ain't me fault, I tell you. You'd do the same if your wife served up shite every bleeding day. Honestly, don't remember any of it. Can't get my shit gathered enough to put anything out. What? You keep screwing them up. What are you talking about? Gods, I'm starving. Bring me ale, grilled dodo, and smoked shrew loaf, and make it quick. Business is good, too good. Or too good, even. I've never got the time to take a piss, let alone eat. The mere thought of the coffin's cooking makes my mouth water. What the fuck is this? Oh, videos on demands. Yeah, it happens. You do fine, Neo. The strongest brandy wine you've got. I need help to forget. Roger's new errand boy, are you? Well then, I'll keep it simple for your sake. A tankard of your finest ale, chilled with an ice shard. There's nothing like a tall drink to help one forget about the trifling things in life, like work. Might have been a tad bit drunk, me. Going off topic. Oh, you're trying to do a vlog or a video or like just you're talking your streams? You're doing a vlog! Do a vlog! You got it? Just do a couple takes if you need be and just edit that shit out in post. Ale, brandy wine, grilled dodo, and for Adelfunds, let me guess, 1 tankard of ale. Right bleeding miser, that one. I'd have put my boot up his ass. Any road, you did good, laddie. By way of thanks, I'm going to tell you something what ought to prove your profit. Mustard eggs. Actually, I'll take the mustard eggs. Boy, you need to edit. If you're going to be doing vlogs, you need to edit. Word is, Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. It don't help none that the antlings have been multiplying like nobody's business. For every critter Warland and his crew put down, 2 more of the buggers spawn in its place. I was thinking mayhap you can make yourself useful at the station by culling some antlings. I don't doubt Warren would appreciate the help. And if you win his trust, he's like to have more work for you. Mind you, you'll need to show the man proof of your deeds. 5 or so antling mandibles ought to be enough to do the talking for you. You have no editor software? Just download Lightworks, man. It's fucking easy. That way you can edit out the, like, early beginning part where you're, like, setting up the camera and shit. Lightworks is free! It's a piece of shit, but it's free! I did that shit for, like, 6 months. Punch! Yeah! You're on Shadowplay for recording? Yeah, you can still do the video files from Shadowplay on friggin' Lightworks. That ain't that big of a deal. Alright, see you, Zeus! Take care, buddy, enjoy. Bam! I must find the barrel trap and the shrew. punch! Oh, they're trying to help me. That's so nice. You're too lazy for editing. Well, if you're doing vlogs, you don't necessarily have to, like, do the most edits ever. You can kind of get away with just, like, doing cuts. Hey, how's it going, Manuel? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hey. All right, let's turn this in, shall we? Take the shrew meat. Yes, I carved up them shrews. This rich, robust redness shrew meat is lean yet lovely, I'll learn you. Slathered in my secret sauce and smoked, it is a symphony of savory sensations that will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. Today's game is Final Fantasy XIV. It's a treat. It takes time to prepare it properly, though, so I fear we may be forced to deny our dedicated customers their desired dinner regardless. Aw. Take the belt! Now what are you trying to do here? Oh. Oh boy. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stay for this fate. I'm okay. I was just gonna punch that one. That's pretty much the entirety of your videos. You just pick out the BS that you don't feel is important. Your other channel was a ranting channel. You say you put down some antlings? You are scarce the first to come here and make that claim, hoping to earn quick coin. Unless you have proof of this feat, you'll not see a single kill from me. That's Thal's balls! Are those antling mandibles? Then it's true, you really culled the beasts. I apologize for doubting your words. With Ul'dah nearby, you'd think we were out of harm's way. Truth is, the antlings have been more active than ever. We can never have too many able-bodied adventurers to help preserve the peace in the area. If you would lend us your aid, I should gladly assign you a task. Gods know we have no shortage of them here. Yeah, that's right. That's right, buddy. Make me do things. Equip the belt. Equip it, I say. We stone torches are sellswords hired by Amaja and Sons, her mineral concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. You have proven that you have some skill at arms, but before I send you into the midst of fell fiends, I would inspect your gear. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. You ready for inspection? Good, everything appears in order. You were gonna run one the other day, but you couldn't get OBS to work with your system, so you got pissed and gave up. Stupid OBS. Yeah, I use OBS Studio. No, apparently I got stuff. I've had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Bronze Hoplin? Nope, I don't need that. Take the money, thank you. Alright, give me your stuff. Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Feska's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more! Inside the tunnel in question you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this civil ore cluster to lure the creatures, then slay them. Aethelgith. See that bloke over there? Name's Osbert, and he's hurt bad. Now, it ain't exactly my job to mind his business. I'm a torch, he's a blade. But at the end of the day, we're both people, you know what I'm saying? Any road, I went over to him just earlier, asked what's wrong, but he refuses to tell me, the stubborn bugger. Seems his pride more important to him than his life. But what is it? What is it with men and acting tough? Tell myself I've tried, but if the fella ends up kicking the bucket, I don't want that on my conscience. I know this is sudden, but could you try and talk him into drinking a high potion? I'd sleep a deal better for it. I ain't got one on me, but one of them fellas over yonder sells them. Huh. I got no clue. That's a bit weird, though. Breathe, hospital boy, just breathe. Pain is just a weakness leaving a goddamn in my head. If only I had saved a high potion, I think this might be the end. Well, I don't really need this, but if you insist, you have my thanks, adventurer. I was resigned to suffering in silence, for I, Osbert the Undying, veteran of countless battles, could not afford to show weakness to my colleagues and our allies. They look to me for inspiration, you see. Ah, webtoons. I think Batclam is an artist that I know that does webtoons. I think. She makes like a webcomic called Dungeon Minis, and I'm pretty sure she uses webtoons. Why, what's up, Manuel? To think that I was almost brought low by a gentle blow to the head. I was only incapacitated for a few moments, I think. To repay you for your discretion in this delicate matter, I shall share with you my warrior's wisdom. If you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. He almost clocked himself using that. Really? You're just a shit. You're not a shit human being. Calm down. Aetherite. Teleport learned. Gotta sprint! Well, that's fair. D&D is very interesting. Like, the wonderful thing about D&D is that if you have the right DM, everything is great. And yes, OBS is a piece of shit. It's how we roll. Gotta kill the goblin! Oh shit. Punch! There are so many interesting stories you can do with D&D. Punch! Oh god. See, I always had problems with OBS Classic. That's why I switched to Studio. And OBS Studio seems to work slightly better? You'd rather roll in drugged out rainbows? What? I'm confused. That's really weird, Neo. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagon should be able to go there for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interest of Amaljan and Sons' mineral concern, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Yes, if only, if only. I know, right? It's always when you just have a problem doing stuff. Joe, I dare say you are the right man to solve this mystery. Someone or something has been littering the tracks with pieces of silver ore. Even a tiny chunk can send a wagon off its course, so I've had to devote significant manpower to locating and clearing these obstructions. We can't keep this up forever, though. I need you to find the culprits and put an end to their mischief. Search for any pieces of pockmarked silver ore on the tracks. If you're lucky, you'll catch the bastards before they escape. Oh, that. Self-deprecating. Alright, let's gather this quest. Hammerbeak ribs! How about hunting some hammerbeaks? We just received an order from Estemi's lapidaries for silver ingots. They need it to make ceremonious silverware, so I'm told. However, we've been instructed to refine the ore by melting it in a furnace lined with a layer of bone ash, since we don't normally smelt silver this way. I've long neglected to restock our stores of hammerbeak ribs. Alas, there's no time to order more. If you would slay several of the fiends and take to their bones to Berengar in my stead, I'd be forever grateful. Yeah, there is that. Alright. Well, I think that's actually a pretty good place to stop. Actually, no. We're gonna do one more little thing. Is there a sanctuary part in here? I guess this is about as good as any. Yeah, we will just stop here, but I do want to say a big, great thank you to all these fantastic people for donating and helping make the show a little bit better. I really appreciate everything that you guys do, and I appreciate all of you for watching. And until next time, keep gaming. Ba-da-ba-ba. Joe Doom gonna punch some fools, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.